How did that go from Wii Music to Totoro? Hello. So, it is another week, and I'm sorry if I talk really quietly because my mom is in the other room and she can hear me, and I don't like that. I'm having a bad hair day. Well, I was. It still looks bad to me. So I came prepared, and I'm wearing this. Yes, his name is Neville. I rescued him from the panda forest because obviously he wanted to be rescued and turned into a hat. Sunday, I went outside to film you something, and I filmed a lot of things. What you doing? I was gonna go outside into the incandescent, snowy abyss of pain and coldness, and I was risking my health for you. Yeah? I blame you for me having a somewhat cold. Just kidding. Just kidding. It's probably because I don't sleep or eat. I do eat, but then it's more like I eat a bunch and then I don't eat for like 3 days. It's probably the sleeping part. It was good, but really freaking cold, and I forgot to delete every app on my phone before this film. This is gonna stop at any moment. Oh my god. So that was Sunday. It was really extremely cold. I tried to walk to my school and it didn't work because the school's like right over there, but it was too cold. I was gonna walk to the library. Too cold. I was gonna go to the store and videotape it. Too cold. I just gave up on it, and I didn't even have enough storage anyway on my phone because it's On Monday, I was having a normal day. I was in ag, which is second hour, and we were making bar graphs. Oh look, you just texted me right now. You said, okay. I have your emoji as the sunglasses emoji. I think that's my first impression of you. I always give emojis to people that I put in my contacts, and that's my first impression of them. So apparently I thought you were cool. Anyway, so back to the story. I was in ag and I was writing down the information you were supposed to, and all of a sudden, I hear in the corner of my ear, what the I hear from back over there, Miranda yawned. I don't really notice it. And then it's louder and I hear people going, Miranda! And I turn around and it's my superintendent, and I'm like, what did I do? So I get up, go out there, leaving everything besides my phone, obviously. I get out there into the hall and I'm like, shit man, am I in trouble? I didn't mean to steal that Jolly Rancher when I was 8 years old. I don't want to go to jail. You're having a surprise drug testing today. Okay. Why? You know, surprise drug testing, just to make sure I'm not doing drugs. Which I can tell you, I'm not, because drugs aren't good for you kids. I get in there and he's like, you know what you're gonna have to do, right? And I'm like, yeah. And then he was uncomfortable about this too, and he's like, okay, well, you're gonna have to drink about 6 cups of water, no more. And you're going to have to pee in a cup. So I was in there and I had to drink about 6 or 4 or whatever cups. So he gives me a glass of water, and then I go back into the waiting room where there's about 4 kids that I know. We're just sitting there, utter silence, and classes are still going on. And it takes about 7 cups for me to pee. I know that was more than I was supposed to, but the first time I'm like, okay, I think I can pee now. So I get up, go to the back room, and I try to go pee. And you get this cup that's about this big, and you're supposed to about pee. What a great conversation. You're supposed to pee about like this much, yeah, about this much, and the cup's like this big. And I got there, and I'm like, okay, I got this. I peed about. So I got in the back room. I was supposed to pee this much, and I tried to pee. I'm like, I got this. I've done this like 12 times in my life. 12 times. 12 times. What the heck? I've done this so much before, it's peeing. So I try to go. And you know, guys have it so much easier when it comes to this because they just gotta whip out their hot dog a ling a ding a ding and just kind of but girls, you gotta like adjust it underneath yourself while sitting on the toilet because there's a chance your aim is just, it can go anywhere. It's its own thing. It can go this way, it can go that way. It can like sprout you in the face if it could. So you gotta like adjust it. I'm pretty sure you might have got drug testing before, and I mean it's maybe, but basically you put it underneath yourself in the toilet and you gotta like aim, and sometimes you get on the rim and it's just so gross. The cup's this big, you're supposed to get this much. I try to pee, I give up, and I'm right here, and I'm like, ah. I go back and I'm like, this is all I have, is this okay? And she's like, oh no, that's not good at all. And I'm like, okay, I'll just try again. She's like, nope, and throws it right in the trash can. I'm like, you're gonna make me do that again? I could barely get this much out. How am I supposed to get this much more out again? So I have to go drink more water, and I sit in there for about 2 periods. I'm missing math, I'm missing gym, God. I know. I never made up gym. Oh no. I gotta sneeze. I hope you said bless you. I drink about 4 more cups of water sitting in there. People are leaving, they're done, and I'm almost here by myself. And I actually end up peeing. I drink so much water that I almost overflow the cup, and I'm like, oh god, what do I do? I didn't want to like pour it into the toilet because they might think I'm like doing something, like, oh no, this isn't good enough. So I had to keep it, and then it was so warm, so I give it to her and I'm like, here you go. And she's like, oh wow, it looks so much better now. It's like clear. You can really tell you're hydrated. And I'm like, please don't feel my urine like that. She's like, all right, just sign your name here and here and you can leave and go to class. And I'm like, oh my god, thank god. So I give her my urine-filled cup and sign some papers and leave, and it was hell. I hated it. Having to pee when you can't pee is the worst thing. I think I did have gym that day. It might have been Tuesday, I wasn't in gym. So in gym on Monday, we played this basketball thing, and basically, everyone had a basketball and they had to dribble and they had to hit other people's basketballs, but they had to keep dribbling and get them out of their hands. And every time the numbers decreased and people got out, the perimeter of where you could go, or the area that you could go, got a lot smaller. And me sucking at basketball was like, oh well, I'm gonna get out on like the first 3 seconds. But it ended up, as my friends started getting out, somehow I ended up in the last 4. There was like 17 kids in my class, and I'm just here with 3 other basketball players, and I have never really played basketball. And they're like going at each other. Like, I'm like, okay, fine, I'm gonna stay in this corner. You guys can go for each other. And they're like, yeah, dribble under my legs. I look like a spider. So I just stay in the corner. And then it ends up with 2 people and me. This really, really talented basketball player girl, whatever, named Elise, and this other kid, I don't remember his name. And basically, I'm standing here like, crap, what am I gonna do? They're so good, they're gonna come at me. But then when he blows his whistle, they just go for each other, and they're just literally going in a circle like this, like dribbling, like, I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna get you, and I'm like, what? So I'm just sitting here just watching them dribbling my ball somehow. And she ends up hitting his out, and I'm like, crap, because she is the best basketball player in the entire school. And I'm like, this is the day I die. Tell my family I love them. Please feed my cats. I'm sitting here thinking about everyone I need to say I love to. It is a death match. Everyone is surrounding us, and we're in this tiny circle in the gym, and they're like, yeah, go Elise. And then there's other people going, yeah, beat her, Miranda, beat her. And I'm like, I can't do this. I'm just like dribbling. I'm like, no. And somehow she like loops her arm around me and goes like, boom. And I'm like, my ball. And everyone's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, oh. It was a scary experience. I thought I was in the Hunger Games. I don't know how I got to that point. On Tuesday, nothing really funny happened, except we danced to Footloose, and it was the cutest little thing ever because... You want to fight, mate? It was the cutest thing ever because usually when we perform we come out on a line and we're announced. But this time we were all in different outfits. We had black leggings, a black v-neck, and a flannel wrapped around, and we all went into the crowd. So unsuspecting. I was over in the visitor section. My partner was in the student section. Everyone was all over the place, and all of a sudden you hear the doon da doon da doon 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 da doon da doon doon doon, and everyone is confused. They're like, wait, what? Where's the Palms team? And all of a sudden you just see us stripping it like dun da dun da dun. Been working so hard, bum bum. I punch in my heart, bum bum. 8 hours of work got to me what I want. I've got this feel. And it was the cutest thing ever, and I loved it, and we literally learned it in one day. Yeah, on Monday we learned it, on Tuesday we performed it, and everyone said it was the best one. Yay, Koi! On Wednesday, I was walking home and I texted you this. It's this huge landscape, so there's like my house, a road, a landscape, the high school. So I'm walking home from the high school and it's all ice. It's so cold. It's like -15. It's like -4 with a -15 wind. And I'm walking and I'm like, oh God, there's cars. They can see me. Oh my God. No, they're gonna be looking at me and judging me. And oh my God, I know that person. I see them. I don't want to see them outside of school. There's this pine tree, luckily. And I'm like, oh yes, yes, yes. I can go hide behind this. So I start to like jog towards the tree, which is right by this slope right here. I'm like, gotta go, gotta blast, gotta blast. And as soon as I get to the tree, I slide like this on my butt and land right here. And there's this like huge falling motion. I'm like, and I get up and I'm like, that was so funny. And I'm just sitting here like thinking about all my life choices, like, why does God do this to me? And there's all these cars and they're at the best time, they're just waiting to turn, and I'm sitting here and they're all looking at me and I'm like, I wonder what death feels like. Probably feels like this. Yeah, probably feels like this. I fell on my butt in front of all the people that I was trying to hide from. Thanks, awkwardness. So that's basically the only interesting thing that happened today. I also sent your package. I gave you a little bit of Illinois in it. But that's basically all I had. I'm sorry it's not as funny as the last one. Just kidding, the last one wasn't funny either. I'm about as funny as a rock. Wow, Miranda, that was funny as well. Thanks, Miranda. Why? Oh yeah, I bought a Dope t-shirt. I might have not told you this, but I might have. It's basically the one that Dan wears, and I am so excited for it. I'm gonna be such a meme. It's gonna be meme March. This is gonna be my meme year. It's gonna be like John Cena July, surprise bitch, you thought you seen the last of me September. It's gonna be great, and I'm so sad that there's no months that start with P, so we can have Pay February. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Great. Good